Strategy, position, pressure. I've got to pick Strickland. Strickland's been there many times. I've played him a lot of times, I ought to know, and Vickery has not.
That's probably the biggest key. Strickland is the defending champion. He has been here on more than one occasion. For Howard Vickery, it's all new. Barry Tompkins with Steve Mizrak. This is the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. Another quarterfinal match coming your way today from Caesars Palace here in Las Vegas. Howard Vickery and Earl Strickland.
This is going to be a wild one, Barry.
And Earl. Two guys with very contrasting styles, to be sure.
And contrasting looks.
Yes, to say the least. Very close.
Howard Vickery reminds me of Dr. Smith. Here's the rules.
And the balls are shot in numerical order. That's simple enough to understand. The winner has to pocket the 9-ball, but the 9-ball can go in if the ball that is being shot numerically in order hits it first. 9 games wins the match. The winner, of course, on to the semifinals. Howard Vickery will break first.
I got to point out something to you very quickly. Howard Vickery uses something that nobody else on the tour uses. It's a titanium shafted break cue. It's a metal shafted top part of the cue.
Will last a lifetime.
Unless you hit it over the side of a brick or something like that. You'll never get the dent out. This is going to be a quick match. I have a funny feeling.
5-ball went down.
But anything can happen.
Earl Strickland, remember, the defending champion in this event. He won it here last year, so he's very familiar with the format. And there are a number of newcomers in the final 8 this year.
Of which Howard Vickery is one. If Howard can get off to a lead here, he can put Earl down and put him in a position where Earl would get like,
oof. Oh. There's little TV nerves right there.
Cheated it. Notice how he jumped up a little bit on that shot. It was a very easy shot. He jumped right in the air before he even came down for his last stroke.
So here's Earl Strickland, flamboyant type, very likable guy. Well, there's a lid on that pocket so far.
Earl got away with one, I think. Howard's got to go to the full length of the table this time again. I guarantee you one thing, the shot clock will come to play here for Howard Vickery. He's a slow player.
Nine ball sitting right up in the corner there.
But can he hit the 2?
You see his ranking 18.
It's on the MPBA tour. It's the Men's Professional Billiard Association tour. We have about 22, 23 tournaments a year. Going all the way down again, trying to bank the 2 into the 9.
Short.
Missed it. Notice, you hear him say, hit it short.
Now, is that something you just have to take a chance at when you got the 9-ball sitting there?
Well, in this short of a match, you don't take a chance, period. You have to play safe, 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 and let the other guy take a chance.
So, Earl Strickland. Time clock you don't have to worry about with this man.
No.
Oh.
What's happening here? I've never seen Earl miss 2 shots like that in a row. See, if Howard can start something, start some type of an offense here.
That's a little funny.
You know. Well, he doesn't have much of a shot here. It looks like he's going to have to play safe. Maybe he's drawing down to shoot the 9. Looks like he's trying to pull the cue ball down to make the 9-ball. Didn't do it. Looks like he left him safe, though.
So Earl Strickland now will still have to somehow hit the 2-ball. How's he going to do that?
Off the bottom rail. Or it looks like he might be able to slice it in. I think he can slice it in.
Come on now.
9 ball.
Come on.
There it goes.
Oh, and there it is. And just like that, the first ball that Earl Strickland makes, he wins the game.
What does that tell you?
Exactly what you had said, that this might be a quickie.
Okay. Earl has a very powerful break. He's kind of happy. He's smiling. Says he found one there.
Well,
he knew what he was doing all
last
the time.
year he found a whole bunch of them.
15,000 of them.
Played great last year.
Incidentally, he played Mike Siegel last year, who did not make the final 8.
He is in attendance, however.
Sad attendance, by the way.
Yes, that's right.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, the mighty have fallen in your sport this year. Mike Siegel way down on the rankings list this year.
Mike Siegel hasn't played much. I'm sure if he played more, he'd be up there too. Might be in my spot, number 3.
Yeah, you're doing great this year.
Earl's looking for a place to break on the table. Our referee is having trouble racking the balls. He's trying to get them frozen all together. Earl doesn't care what they are, whether they're frozen or not. He just whacks them.
They'll be unfrozen when he gets done.
Earl's offense is... I don't like to play Earl, because Earl has an attacking offense. Me, I'm a little more patient. I can wait a little bit. Earl just goes out and tries to knock you off. Although I've beaten him the last 2 times we played.
Strickland jumping out to a 1-0 lead, making a 9 ball. First ball he sunk in the match.
It'll be 2-0. Barry, very shortly.
I imagine Earl Strickland's a guy you don't want to let get into a rhythm.
No, but it's tough for him not to get into a rhythm if he's at the table. You've got to slow him down. You have to play him safe. You have to make sure that...
Golly.
He didn't like that.
He didn't like that.
Golly, how can I do that?
Hear him say golly.
North Carolina.
It's perfect. Perfect. He's going to hit the rail, hit the 6. Perfect shot. He said, golly, how can I do that? And he wound up perfect. Earl talks a lot to himself when he plays.
I like his style.
What is his style?
Well, he's got just enough down home. He's got just enough flamboyance, and he's a hell of a player.
Yeah, he is.
And there it is for 2-0. And he said he's a fast player, and he has knocked off 2 quick games here. Earl Strickland, the defending champion, picking up right where he left off 1 year ago. He leads 2-0 in the quarterfinals of the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. Barry Tompkins with Steve Mizrak. This is the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. Howard Vickery and Earl Strickland. Strickland, of course, the defending champion, and playing this quarterfinal match as though he intends to defend that title with another victory. Strickland leading 6 games to 2 as we pick up the action.
Don't hook me.
On a roll. So I will bank this. If I know him, he's going to try to bank this, slide it right by the 5. He's going to bank the 1 ball down by the pocket he's at. And try to hold his cue ball down there for the 5, for the 2. Made it.
Nice shot.
Won't get any better than that.
Can you tell he's loose?
Yeah, he's playing great right now.
Things are going his way. Sinatra's old song, I Did It My Way.
Oh, I can't believe I did that.
He's doing it Earl's way.
Yes, he is. But right now,
Right. He's snookered himself.
yes, he's got a bit of a problem here.
Very simple mistake.
Looks like I can go off the rail. Off the rail. Make the 4. 2 rails. And make the 6s. I don't think this is a tough shot.
Neither did Earl.
Drop the rail ball. Come on.
That was not good. He wanted to be a little... Notice there's a squeak every time he trucks his cue.
Ooh.
Jack him up then.
At this point in time, Earl feels he can't lose. Otherwise,
Can't
he
believe I
wouldn't be
hit
doing
that
that.
3 ball. The ball ain't coming off the rail right.
He got a break, and he left Howard.
Ball just ain't coming off the rails
He's
right.
complaining about how the balls are coming off the rails. And interestingly enough, in our last match,
Dave Bowman said
Dave Bowman was complaining about that very same thing. And this, of course, is the same table.
Tough shot right here. Howard gets out of this. I feel fortunate. Nothing he could do with that but hit it as easy as he hit it. Tough shot. He's got the whole length of the table. He is absolutely straight in. You know, like in golf, they say, what's the hardest part to hit? The middle of the fairway. Not only has he got to make the ball, he's got to screw it back. He's got to draw it back. He did. Oh, my God. Too much. Sounded like a little bit of a miscue there.
Earl Strickland kind of looking over and said, what'd I do here? Still in clear command.
Well, what's he going to do with this, Barry? In the side? I think in the side. If he misses it, the 9 could wind up on the bottom rail and leave him safe. Wherever it's going to be, the cue ball will be frozen to this Brunswick down there.
Well, he made it. And so Howard Vickery.
You sense the crowd rooting for Vickery here?
I think they are. Crowd, of course, always rooting for the underdog, and Vickery certainly that. Well, Howard Vickery is creeping back into contention here. Still 3 games down, though. First player to 9, remember, wins it, moves on into the semifinals for the dubious right of playing Nick Varner.
That's not too much of a pleasurable thing to look forward to. The way Nick's going.
Well, they opened this table up pretty good now.
This looks perfect. Could we have a 6-4 match here? Real quick? Notice how he stalks around looking at every single angle on the table. Howard just had a little baby boy not too long ago.
Named David.
Looks a little like Howard. Doesn't have the beard yet and the ponytail.
Doesn't have any hair either, right?
Well, the match is tightening up here, and I didn't figure it to be as tight as it was, as it is. Well, got a little out of line. In this type of situation, you want him to be straight in. He's not straight in. But he disposes of that one very easily. Simple run out. 6 in the side. 6 ball in the side pocket right here. He's going to pull his cue ball right about here to make the 7 and back out here in the middle of the table for the 8. Oh.
All right,
Not
so
too
you missed
good.
one.
No, I did it right, but he's a little out of my lines. Perfect. 8 ball. That's better, Howard. Now you're back on my lines. Thank you. Draw back about 12 to 18 inches, and we're okay. Okay, Howard. Notice how quick Howard's moving now. He's getting a little momentum.
Yeah, it's true. So there it is. And Howard Vickery now back within 2 games and still with the stick in his hand.
Now what's going to happen, Barry, is Earl, when he gets to the table, is going to be a little bit more cautious. And if he starts to complain a little bit, we could have a change in the leaderboard here.
There again, he's in the toughest seat in the house here.
He's saying something over there. I'm trying to figure out if I could read his lips, I'd be okay. Sometimes I don't want to read his lips, but most of the time it's okay.
Oh, there's a scratch. Cue ball went in the side.
Do not do that. Watch that white ball just jump right in there. Boom. Can't do that. I mean, you just... I can't even say it enough times. If Earl does not get out here, I predict a close match. Oh, he's not right. He's got 2 options. He can shoot it there or here. Good shot. Very, very, very good shot. Now he's going to make the 3 in this pocket. He's going to come over here and try to come right in between here for the 4 ball. Well, he didn't go to the side rail, but he's perfect. Simple run out. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Follow the ball down. A little left-hand English. 5 in the upper corner. Little draw. Come off the rail a little bit. He doesn't want to get straight. He's fine. Notice one thing, Barry. Every time Earl chalks up, his cue makes a noise. And for the novices at home,
straight in line here.
His Q-tip is very, very hard. That's why it's making the squeaking chalk noise. And if you would take your fingernail and rub it on a blackboard.
Cut that in nicely.
Six, 4, 7, 4 now.
There it is. So Earl Strickland now gets command back his way, and he now leads 7 games to 4. First to 9 wins it, moves on to the semifinals to play Nick Varner. There's a look at Jim Bakula. He, of course, the director of operations at Brunswick, has been there for 30-some years. Very big supporter, needless to say, of
Mr.
professional
Brunswick,
billiards.
I call him, you know. And sitting next to him is Nick Varner. And Nick Varner played the winner of this match. Earl scratch. Got a kick in the side, though. Complaining a little bit. He's ahead 7-4 and complaining.
Not happy.
Yeah.
Not happy.
It's the only time it's the only way I'm going to scratch. I was going to have to knock the ball, isn't it?
Earl is brimming with confidence. I mean, just
Yeah, they
brimming.
won't right now.
He thinks he can do no wrong.
Isn't there a ball? Are the balls supposed to stay?
What he's just talking about is that every ball that's made on the break, if somebody scratches, stays down. Except the 1 ball, the yellow ball. You have to shoot at something. It's what they call do or die time for Howard right now.
Oh, look out.
And it looks like Howard is not in good shape. Once anybody gets to the hill, which is a game before the match is over, it's very tough to stop him from getting to the end. Well, Earl didn't get exactly where he wanted there. Lack of concentration, but he should be all right. Spin it into the pocket. Come up. Is that a bird?
Yes. Cue bird.
Incidentally, that's what I have put on all of my cues. A bird. A dove. Sign of peace, because I'm such a peaceful guy.
You are, I know that.
Okay. Earl is on the hill. Uh-oh. 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 Did he do that?
Christ.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
I just don't want to win. I shot that ball as slow as I could, and it still snookered me.
So he doesn't want to win. He wants to win bad. He wants to win so bad, it tastes like a hamburger to him. With $15,000, you can buy a lot of hamburgers.
That's right.
It's now or never time for Howard.
He's got a chance there now.
Tough shot. Tough shot. Plus getting position is tough.
Oh,
God.
that is almost impossible to do.
I don't. Speechless. He hit it high. Notice when it comes off the rail, the ball sort of flattens out and goes right in the side pocket.
Earl Strickland just looked up here and gave us a thumbs up and looked up to the sky.
Yeah. He won't be so confident when he plays Varner. They do not like each other. If he wins this match.
There it is for 8-4. And you watch the pros, they just seem to do it all right. Maybe we can get some idea of just what we can do the next time we play this silly game from Steve Mizrak right now. Steve?
Thank you, Barry. Just a few tips to show a novice how to play pool a little bit better. When you're chalking the cue, make sure every part of the cue gets chalked. The tip itself must be turned with your fingers, and each part of the tip has to have some chalk on it, otherwise you'll miss cue. It's a very simple procedure. Make sure you do that at least every 2 shots. Very simple shot. Now, another tip, something brand new, something entirely brand new that the pros are playing. For the novice player, he brings out a jump cue. Look at the difference in size. This is when a pro gets snookered behind a ball. He has to jump over an object ball and hit the intended ball he's shooting at. It's a very difficult shot. Although a novice player can do it, he has to practice. For the third tip, stroking the ball. As we come over on this side of the table, the novice player must learn to make sure his cue tip goes through the cue ball towards the pocket, just like this. Sometimes a novice player will shoot the ball and wind up going in the air. This is the wrong thing to do. So make sure at any time you stroke the ball, make sure the tip of your cue goes exactly through the cue ball, just like that, and you'll play much better. So take these 3 tips, go down to your local pool hall, and play pool as much as you can, and have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Thank you very much.
Barry Tompkins, Steve Mizrak, quarterfinal match. Howard Vickery and Earl Strickland. Strickland now 1 game away with the cue stick in his hand.
Notice the referee's wearing gloves, Barry. That's so he doesn't put any oils from his hands on the balls so that the balls don't get greasy or slippery.
That one's tracking for the end rail.
Yeah.
Every time.
I don't know what he's going to do here. He could bank it. Try to pull the cue ball over to the left-hand side of the table. Or he could cut it in.
That's what he looks like he's going to do, no? Doesn't matter, does it?
If he was playing Nick Varner...
I'm trying to get out.
or Siegel or Hopkins or myself, he would not have done that.
Oh.
Earl likes to please the crowd. He likes to go for anything and everything. He said something about a spectator shot, and I overheard that. It's one that you would try, Barry.
That's right. Not make, mind you.
Well, you could do better than that.
I don't know.
I've seen you play.
And not very well.
Right. Uh-oh. What's he trying here? No, he's playing position for the 2. Up the table. Howard, key shot right here. If he makes the 5, he's going to win the game and make the score go 8-5.
He got it.
Okay, he made the 5 and got perfect position on the 6 to make it in this pocket. He's got to draw his cue ball back for the 7, come 2 rails, make the 8 in here, and hopefully the score will be 8-5. Draw it straight back. Looks like he's following it.
So fine position for him now.
Straight in. He didn't want to be straight in, Barry, because he's got to draw it straight back and play the 8 over in the pocket that's furthest away from him. Oh, he had a little angle.
So now Howard Vickery for 8 games to 5. But remember, he'll have the break. And there it is. So Vickery just won't go away, being a stubborn foe for Earl Strickland, the defending champion. There's the way it stands. 8-5, Strickland still leads, but Strickland sits and Howard plays. 8 games to 5, Earl Strickland leading Howard Vickery, but Vickery with a break now and coming off a pretty good game for him.
How about a 9 on the break?
Haven't seen
We
that
haven't
today.
seen that. No, 9 didn't move. How about a cue ball on the break?
Ooh, no.
Hold up.
Look what's happening here. A few rolls go Howard's way. A few words go Strickland's way.
Seems to be a pretty good save by
I had to do it that time.
I think Strickland's getting serious. You already said I had to do it that time. No, he's serious now. Now he just make sure he gets his final game and put Howard away.
Howard taking a good long look at this. What can he do here?
Well, he's got to go to the bottom rail. He's got to go to the bottom rail and hope he's gonna. It looks like he's coming here, and try to nip the 1 right here.
Short.
Missed
Well,
it.
If he did it on your lines, he would have hit it.
Yep. This gave cue ball hand to Earl, and I think the game is over. Earl's a little serious now.
Yeah, no nonsense now as far as Earl Strickland is concerned.
Oh, boy.
Going a little too far. He's got to go all the way around the table. Three rails come up between the 5 and 6. It's perfect.
Well played.
Come straight back down, shoot the 5 in the side.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Can't even imagine overcutting that ball.
Here's another look at it, Steve.
He overcut it, and he got away with it. And the reason why he overcut it, he hit it a little bit too thin. And if he undercut it, Barry, that ball would have been hanging in the hole. Anytime you miss a ball, you want to overcut it. Now, all of a sudden, Earl's getting the rolls. Think he's going to make this, Barry?
Tough shot.
You don't want to commit yourself.
No, I don't. Actually, I don't think he'll make it. What do you think of that? Maybe he will. Maybe he will, Steve.
Okay, okay. Howard's got a chance to put himself right back in this match. Nice and easy, nice and smooth. Good shot. Nice and smooth off the side rail, back over to the other side, and 9 ball in the same pocket. He makes the 8 in.
So Howard Vickery refuses to go quietly here. And just like that, it's 8-6. And Howard Vickery is still at the table. These are the quarterfinals, and there's a man who just shakes his head and says, what are you going to do? Nothing while you're sitting. Barry Tompkins with Steve Mizrak. This is the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. We're in the quarterfinals here at Caesars Palace. Earl Strickland has been on the bubble now for the last 2 games. Howard Vickery, in the meantime, still in the hunt, still at the table, and now within 2 games.
Anything can happen right now. 3 games is a big lead, but when you're sitting in the chair, nothing's a big enough lead. We could have a closer match than we thought here.
It's looking that way.
Barry.
One ball went down on the break, so shooting at the 2.
Right. It's got to come all the way back here on this side and get position on the 3.
Oh, God.
Well, now let's see what Earl Strickland can do with this.
Well, Earl doesn't have a picnic here. He's got to shoot the 2 in the upper corner. to shoot the 2 in the upper corner right here, and he's got to draw his cue ball back here for the 3 in the side. Let's see what happens.
Oh.
Earl has gone off the wall.
Just not even close to what he had in mind.
He has gone off the wall right now.
I'm really fainting now. It's too tough to defend. It's too tough to defend.
Well, that's what you were saying before.
Yes. Pressure is everywhere. I defended 4 years in a row. He was open.
That's tough.
I don't know how I did that. No, he's got cue ball in hand. He's got cue ball in hand. This shouldn't be a tough shot right here.
It might go in.
I'll tell you.
Oh, too easy.
Look at this.
He had cue ball in hand there, and I don't know why he did that. It's what makes or breaks pool players and pool tournaments. Earl got a bad break. Earl is starting to get bad rolls. And that means one thing. It upsets Earl Strickland and gives more confidence to Howard Vickery. But he cannot do what he just did.
Can I get a better roll than that?
Well, once again, it opens things up for Vickery. Strickland looked like he had a gimme. Not on that shot, but in this match.
Yes. And if he played any decent, he would have won it a long time ago. Vickery's a plugger. He doesn't give up at all. Draw back. Perfect. Okay, very simple run out. 7 in the corner right here. Bring the cue ball up here.
Exactly.
Shoots 8 in here. And draws the cue ball off the 8, right about there. Gotta make sure he gets off this rail. That's the only thing that can hurt him. He's stretching. You hear him go grunt a little bit.
And they drew it back without hitting the rail.
He's okay, though.
And look at this man. His fortunes have changed completely in the last 4 games.
You never, ever can take a match for granted. And he took this match for granted when he got 7 games.
And there it is, and Howard Vickery is now within 1 game of a tie.
The applause is growing for Vickery game by game.
We talk about the fact the crowd likes an underdog. They have one in this man, and right now he looks like the vanquished. Howard Vickery now just 1 game back. He's won 4 in a row, and he will break. And Earl Strickland can only sit and bemoan the fact that he has had his chances.
Somebody yelled out, "On the break, Howard." How do you think that made Strickland feel?
Yeah, the crowd very much in support of Howard Vickery. I guess that's just true in every sport. It's not unique to this sport. Give the crowd the underdog.
I'm looking for a 9 to go in here sooner or later.
I haven't seen it in 2 weeks. Not going to see it this time.
Oh, look out here. We're going to have a tie ball game here. Crowd is rooting.
It would be a major upset. It would not only be an upset, just in the fashion that it was done, it would be that much more dramatic, I think.
Major upset. That's putting it mildly. Although Howard is a very, very good player. What was that?
Whoa.
What was that?
Do that to me.
That was...
Oh, my.
Jeez.
I'll tell you. This is why people win, and this is why people lose.
And he just
He
said
did it himself. He snookered behind the 2, behind the 9. I think he can make the 2. I really do. But playing position on the 3. Look out.
Still no get there. No. But he has not made it easy for Earl Strickland.
We got the 2 and 8 tied up right here. We got a ball on this rail. We got a ball on this rail. One over here and one over here. Even if Strickland makes a shot from here, this is not the easiest run out in the world. He's got to do something here.
Only got that one to go.
Okay, but he's not done. He's got a lot of work left. Cannot get straight. If he gets straight, he's in trouble. Okay, he stopped.
Strickland sees the opportunity now.
Okay, shoot a 6 in the corner. Now, here's a whole key shot right here. He's going to have to go 3 rails right back here with the cue ball to make the 8 in here. Or come 1 rail. It looks like he's coming 1 rail. He didn't hit it hard enough.
Please, roll ball.
Didn't hit it hard enough. Made it tough. Made it tough. He's talking to himself. If I was him, I'd just worry about cutting this one in and taking my chances with the 9, because if he misses this, Howard could very easily win the match.
Shot of the match for Strickland.
Yep.
All right. Oh.
Okay.
So here it is.
Well,
This for the match.
Well, I feel confident he'll make this one.
Well, it wasn't easy, but Earl Strickland is through to the semifinals, and he really had to reach down because he was sitting and he had no place to go. Vickery was on a roll. Strickland finally got to the table, did not have an easy run out, but made good on it. For 9-7, he wins. Well, I don't know if it's one that Earl Strickland will want to put in time.